Hey, replay viewers, and those of you who are joining me for I Miss Saturday Morning Cartoons. I have to get out my mirror. Let me see who's here. I see I Totally Love It. Hello, Susan. Good morning. I see Sean Recycle Messages. Hello, good morning. No, I'm just kidding. Remember on Romper Room, they always used to do that. I love that. What are you guys up to this morning? Oh, let me do a few housekeeping things before we get started. One of the things is I offered a free printable for some things that we're going to be doing today. So if you want to, you can go to the coffee shop down. It's linked. I don't know why I keep pointing at my computer. I have it up in case I need to adjust cameras and stuff like that. But anyway, so go to my coffee shop. It's linked. It's pinned in the comment section, and I think I did a link in the description, but you can just go to the chat, and then so this is available during the live and the live only, and then I'm going to take it down and it'll be up for a nominal fee. Last week's was this one, and so we're going to be using this one also, and you're going to want to print it out like 2 to a page or 50% or 80%, however big your journal is. I'm using mine at the 100% today because I also have been working on a fun printable for next week, and I've got several things going with that. So let's see. Let me say, hey, good morning, Tracy. Oh my goodness. Oh, hey, Miriam. Wait, I got to get my mirror out because Miriam's new, so I want to see her in my mirror. Hi, Miriam. Welcome from Texas. Susan, I Totally Love It's in Texas also. And you're my neighbor, so you're not too far from me either. Let's see. So if you want to go and grab those printables really fast and then print them out so that you're ready, or you can just grab the printables anytime during the live and it is free. It says give a donation, just put 0 in. I really am doing this for free during the live for all of those who show up so that you can play along. And then after that, for replay viewers, you can just go in. It's a nominal fee. I think I charged like $2 for the last one, and you got 3 or 4 pages of printables. And they are not AI. I designed the printables, so I just wanted to let you know that it is my hard work. Okay, let me see who else is in here. Oh my goodness, Tracy, you are on it, girl. I love, if you're not following Tracy and Sean and Susan, you are missing out because we're all joining in on. Susan, are you doing it now that I'm thinking about it? Are you doing just the paper terrace? Are you doing her Dollar Tree challenge? Anyway, I'm doing it. I'm doing an interesting twist on it, and I will do a flip through. Oops, I'm like knocking everything this morning. I'll do a flip through so everybody can see it. I think it goes live like in about a week or so. And then for Trinket Tuesday, I'll upload my Trinket Tuesday video. I'm super excited about that. And what else? You don't see them? Oh, it was supposed to go live at 10. So, yeah, Tracy is like on it. Junkie Cat, Stacy, good morning. Good morning. Anybody been following over at what Khadijah's been doing? She is such a cutie. Her and her husband are an adorable couple. Let's see. Sorry, I'm looking away from the camera because let's see. I gotta go to my coffee shop. Let me reboot and see what happened here. You're right. Oh my goodness. Let me go to okay, I don't know how to get there from where I am. Hold on one second. Oh goodness. Okay, let me see. It should just be under because it said that you can schedule it. So I scheduled it for 10 this morning. And hey, all of you, thank you so much for donating my printables, Meg and Junk Journal Joanne and Meg at Chasing Retro. Thank you so much. And Jan came in and that was really sweet. Sorry, hold on one second. I think I need to go to add product. Here we go. Thanks for letting me know, Susan. I had no idea. It saved it. Let me go to edit. I think the issue was it said I could schedule it, but I bet you it scheduled it for Eastern time, so you guys will get it at 11, which is not going to, okay, save on, which won't be good. Okay. There we go. It is. Let me check. Let me check to make sure it's live. It's up. We're alive. Yay. It's called I Miss Saturday Morning Cartoons Sayings. You get 2 sheets. I printed mine out in several, while I'm in there, why not? So I printed out mine in several different ways. This is 2 to a page. I did different sizes depending on if you just print it straight out, it's going to be this big, which is great for like your cover or something like that. These are cute. Or on just to use this as like a journaling card. This right here was inspired by that. Did you guys ever see on Sunday mornings? They always had that Sunday morning news kind of talk show with the guy on the bar stool. I forgot what it was called, but that was kind of based on that logo a little bit. And then I have my faves. Then I printed them out. So that's 2 to a page. Hold on a second. Then I printed them out 4 to a page, which is what I'm going to use today. And that's this one right here. So Miriam. Yes, her bright floral journal is adorable. Okay. And then I did this one in 2 to a page, and I also did 4 to a page, but I already cut them out. So I fussy cutting. I've not fussy cut these out yet, but I will. Let's see. This size right here is good for tags or a banner. You could do it. So I had several thoughts when I was designing these. Okay, and then the first one we're going to end up using, here's 4. This is what it looks like when it comes 4 to a page. So when you go to, in your printer, when you hit print, everybody's printer is different, but this is how mine works, and I use the Canon. You can hit preview, and it'll say, there's a little thing that says how many per page, and I just click on however many I want, and that kind of scales it. If you don't know how to scale, you can go to scale to fit or scale. It's right above that on mine. And you can click that and it gives you the percentage. So you can print it out different percentages. However, you'll only get that percentage. It'll only show up once on the cardstock. I'm using cardstock, but you can flip it over and print it and then flip it and print it. Believe me, I've done it before I learned about that easy little preset thing. But we're going to first start out with last week's printable. So that one was this. Let's see. What did we get last week? I think last week's had 4 pages. Oh, no, 3 pages. So it had this was last week's printable. And then there was this one, which we will use the little circles today. And then we're going to start off by using the television. And I've printed them off in all different kinds of sizes because this is going to be my personal journal. So I'm doing the Classic Happy Planner, and these are the Dollar Tree cutting mats as my covers to protect it because remember I told you I hauled that fabric last week that was called Eggs and Friends. And so I put the fabric on the backside and I didn't want it to get dirty. So I just put this is like a super old trick that we used to do at Corey, the reset girl at her camp. And so, anyway, I did them on the disc bound. The thing about the disc bound is that if you get the metal ones, I had plastic ones on here and they're so frustrating because it's not smooth at all. But what sold me on the Happy Planner, because I've never really been a big Happy Planner fan just because of the plastic rings. When you pay a little extra and you get the metal rings, it makes such a difference. And the reason why I love doing the disc bound is because you can just literally pop out your page and then just pop it back in. You can print something off and then you can, let me show you on this. Okay. So this is really cute. But anyway, you can just then print it and then pop it in. So any size can go in it. You're not restricted. And if I don't want it there, I can move it anywhere around. That, by the way, is this TV guide that I found in my stash. And I want to tell you about that in a little bit. And I'm looking in the wrong place to see the chat. Thanks, Sean. What else is going on? Am I talking? Yes. I love the non-conformity of the whole thing too. Plus, Happy Planner makes these little inserts. They make all kinds of inserts, but I also use the ones from Citrus Twist. So I've got like 2x2s and you can punch them in there too. If you go to, I've got several, because I've been a planner girl for, gosh, a couple of decades. But if you go to punch the Dollar Tree mats, you are going to want to make sure that you have the strong. I have a Levenger. I need to back my table up because I keep. I'm not having an earthquake. I hit my desk must have gone into the camera, but anyway, if you're gonna do the Dollar Tree mats, then you want to get one. I have one by Levenger. I don't know if Levenger makes it anymore, but you want a heavy duty punch. You don't want to use the one by Happy Planner. That one will not go through like chipboard and you will destroy your Happy Planner punch. However, We Are Memory Keepers, and I'm not sponsored. I'm just letting you know what I love. We Are Memory Keepers came out with a punch that does that little notch, that iconic little, let me show you, little notch. Well, here, I can show you. So this was on last week's printable, and I made this in the regular size, and then I just stuck it in there, but that is the punch, and I don't know, can you see? Can you see that? Anyway, wow, there's a big lag on my phone. So it does that, and then it will line up the holes for you. So it has like kind of like on the, yeah, what's that thing called? Oh my gosh. Oh, cinch, on the cinch. Totally had a, whoa, words just left my head. Yeah, so like on the cinch, it has like the little placement thing. And then why am I saying like? It does have a little placement thing. And this also does too, helps you line it up. And then you can punch whatever you want, make them as big as small. Like if you have something that's smaller and you want to punch it and you don't want to use your punch. Also on the Go, I have one in my Go bag, and it is a tiny little one that does that punch. And so I can add it. I forgot who made that back in the day. But fun story about finding this TV guide. So I made a copy of it because I'm going to keep the original, but I was going through a bunch of my ephemera for this I don't want to call it collab, but anyway, my morning show. And I found this TV guide, and I was just kind of scrolling through, and I saw that it had some pencil writing on it. It said interview, and then had my dad's name. And then I found out that he actually wrote an article in it right here. So I ended up copying the cover, and then I printed out. That's my daddy. He went home to be with the Lord when I was 16. And so anyway, yeah, it was pretty cool to see that, because I really was just looking for Saturday morning. And this was from February of 1966. And let's see what was on Saturday morning. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sorry to influence. Do we need a new link? When I click your links, I still don't have the printable. Okay, you might need a new link. I'm sorry. Thanks for letting me know. Share. Let's go here. Which means, there you go. Which means I need to change it in the, okay, I need to change it in my pinned. You're welcome. Thanks for letting me know. I'm going to unpin the message, and then I'm going to, thanks, Susan's on it. Pin message. There you go. Okay. Yes, she did receive her luggage. And you know what's so funny? Because I was helping her pack, and I told her my little trick that I do whenever I travel. So when my sister and I were Scrappy Camper sisters, we traveled a lot. And so we would I would take a big suitcase and then leave it empty, take my carry-on bag, like the biggest one they let you carry on, and I would fill that with my stuff that I needed while I was there, and put that inside the bigger piece of luggage. So that way, when I got to the other side, I would have a big piece of luggage, and I could just bring my carry-on the plane home, and then I could check in my one big piece. So my sister and I used to do that, and it was a game changer. And so anyway, I was telling her, I said, make sure that with your carry-on, which would be like a backpack, something that stows under, right? Because they let you bring on something that stows under the seat, that you pack a pair of pajamas and some kind of crushable outfit. Chico's makes travel outfits, lots of Columbia. There's a lot of companies that make these like crushable outfits. And I said, make sure that you pack something for the next day. And I said, because in case your luggage gets lost, I said, you need to pack everything you need in that you would need for like a day or a day, because you could always take off what you traveled in and you can wash it or send it down to cleaning at the hotel, and they can send it out and it'll be all fresh when you get back to the hotel. And so I said, do that. When I was talking to her, because we've been WhatsApping, when we talked, and she said, no, I didn't do it. I'm like, oh, I said, I told you have to do that. Whenever you travel, you should always pack what you need for one night, because yeah, the hotel will have like toothpaste and a toothbrush, and you may have like a hairbrush or a comb or something like that in your purse, or your lipstick or powder, but it just makes traveling so much better. So I don't know if Hope's in here, but Hope, when you're traveling, make sure you do that, because if they lose your luggage, you have a whole fresh thing to wear, the next day, and you're not feeling like so, or that you have to rush out, especially when you're doing a tour. Good morning, Edie. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, so anyway, that was a fun little find, and I'm going to keep the original in my memory box of my dad. And but I was going to look for the Saturday morning really quick to see what was on Saturday mornings. Oh my goodness, look at this photo of the Supremes. Is that not phenomenal? Look how cute they are. Oh my gosh, that was when they were just called the Supremes in 1966. Okay, don't look at this finger. I accidentally grabbed my fabric tag and it pulled my nail polish off my finger. I didn't have time to redo it. Um, that is, those are, they are so cute. Okay, so, oh my goodness, Michael Landon, wasn't he a hottie? Woo! That was pre Little House on the Prairie, and he was good looking in Little House on the Prairie. That's when he was on, what was that show? Bonanza, when he was on Bonanza. So let's see. Saturday morning, 1966. Ooh, I see Doris Day and Rex Harrison in Midnight Lace. Ooh, I need to write that down because I watched Caprice. I found. I don't know. This is a really cute movie. Doris Day. You know me. I'm a huge Doris Day fan. And so, if you want to watch a really cute movie, it's called Caprice, and she is a little bit older in that movie, but it is so cute. It was such a cute movie. She's just adorable. Okay, I need to watch mid. I'm going to look this up. It was from 1960 and it was Doris Day and Rex Harrison. I'll look it up. So I'm always looking for fun movies to watch. I watched Move Over Darling last night while I was getting ready for the live, and that was fun. Okay. Does anybody else like Doris Day? Raise your hand. Hey, Julie. Good morning. Khadijah's in here. We were just talking about you. Were your ears burning? Hi, Junk Journal Joanne. Wait, I need to get my mirror out. Hi, Junk Journal Joanne. I see Junk Journal Joanne. I see Khadijah all the way across the world. So, anyway. So let's see. You love Doris? Yes, me too. Let me see. Saturday morning. What do you think was on Saturday mornings in 1966? Some people probably were not even alive. Okay, so sorry, I'm having to look down. I have got to come up with a new thing where it puts my phone right there, and I will do that before the next one. Okay, let's see. Saturday morning, we're gonna start off. When do the cartoons actually start? Saturday morning. Here we go. 6 o'clock. So Saturday mornings actually with cartoons actually started at 7, which makes sense because we used to get up for school and stuff like that. So it would make sense that it would be 7. It says Channel 5 was Courageous Cat. Gene Autry show is still on. The Cartoon Carnival was on. Stooges, Three Stooges. Oh, Little Rascals and Popeye and Captain and the Kids. Okay, then 7:30 was My Friend Flicka. Oh, that was such a cute show with the little horse. Cheyenne, the Three Stooges was still on from 6 o'clock, and then Agriculture on Parade. I don't know that was a kid's thing, but whatever. 8 o'clock. Okay, now we're talking. We got Astro Boy, Captain Kangaroo, Felix the Cat, and Super Serial Cliffhangers. Have no idea what that is. And the Three Stooges was still on. Oh my goodness. Okay, they must have done like a 2-hour thing. Then 8:15 came on with Davy and Goliath on Channel 40. So I guess Channel 40 woke up and Davy and Goliath came on. Do you guys remember that? Wasn't that claymation, I think? Yeah. Let me see if I can't put you guys up a little bit higher. Higher. So I don't keep looking down. Oh, yeah. Good morning, Susie Allen. You are arriving in, I am not going to even pronounce that town in Germany. Okay, then we have at 8:30 was Sergeant Preston, Milton the Monster, Beanie, and Cecil. I have no idea. Isn't it funny how some of the cartoons like never. Faith for Today, Rusty and the Rainbow Valley Rangers. Okay, Leave It to Beaver came on. I did not realize that Leave It. I always thought Leave It to Beaver was after school. Like an after school thing. Supercar Adventures in Time. 9 o'clock was the Jetsons. Yay. Deputy Dog, Heckle and Jekyll, Sky King, the Beatles, Beanie and Cecil, and Bugs Bunny. Now, see, that would have been really hard because you would have had to go between Bugs Bunny and the Jetsons, and that would have been really, really hard. Oh, thank you. I am thinking about coming out with some merch. So I'm testing out t-shirt companies right now. I'm not going to do this. The only reason why I have it in black, I'll probably do like fun colors, and I want more like a V-neck, and I may do like 3/4 length sleeve because it's probably going to go into the fall. But I'm thinking about coming out with some merch. So, okay, let's see. And then 10:30 was Underdog, Mighty Mouse, Porky Pig was 10. Casper was on at 9:30 with Adam Ant. Yeah, that okay. So now I see why. And Ring a Ding the Clown, have no idea. 10 o'clock was Wally Gator. That was a Hanna-Barbera. And Porky Pig. 10:30 was Underdog, the Beatles, Friend of Mr. Goober, have no idea. 11 o'clock was Top Cat and Tom and Jerry, Casper, and the Psychology of Personality. There weren't very many channels back in 1966. And then 11:30 was Quick Draw McGraw, Popeye's Crew, Magilla Gorilla, which I have Magilla Gorilla right there. Isn't he cute? Okay. So, what else we got? And then finished up at noon with If Your Mother Would Even Let You Stay and Watch Cartoons. Still noon at Bugs Bunny still was on, and Sky King. So and then it was like news, Candlepin Bowling, yeah, and whatever Chivalry was, I don't know. So those were what was on Saturday in 1966. All right. Well, I think what I'm going to do is, oh my gosh. So I don't know if you saw my one of my thrift hauls, but I found this banana lotion, and it was new in the packet at one of the thrift stores, and I'm obsessed. And I don't know who made it or anything like that, but it's just so much fun. Like, seriously, because you have to have a banana with some of the cereals, right? Who used to cut banana up on their Cheerios? Julie would love merch. Yay. Well, what I'm planning on doing is going to be like print to order. I'm working with a company, and there's several out there, but I'm like really particular about what touches my skin. So I want something that breathes, something that is V-necked, because I think that V-necks look better on little, people with, yeah. And so I'm trying to keep this G. And so anyway, that's my thought. Yeah. Junk Journal Joanne. I am going to be selling merch. Okay, you were born 67, so I caught everything on a rerun. Oh my gosh, that's hysterical. So, yeah, so let's get started, and I'll try to stop saying so. Khadijah and I have been laughing because we've been talking about and a lot of times you use the word as a placeholder, and now I've noticed myself saying like and so. What is up with that? Anyway, alrighty. So that is I can smell bananas. Aw, thanks, Joanne. Hey, Joanne, do you think this was actually from like the Dollar Tree? Do you remember any of these back in the day? Because I have a strawberry too, but the strawberry's huge. And I just thought I'll use the strawberry next week. How's that? Because, Joanne's like all thing Dollar Tree. If you ever want to know anything about the Dollar Tree, go follow Junk Journal Joanne. She is on it, man. She is on it, especially for junk journalers. But she also throws in always a good lip balm. Always a good lip balm. And, you know what? Okay, so I ordered because I got influenced by somebody her name's Casey, something. But anyway, I got influenced on that Touchland So I ended up ordering it because I had points on Sephora. And so I went on Sephora and ordered, because before that I was doing the Dollar Tree dupe of the Touchland, and I had the little carry case and like sparkles, and I have the sparkle peach one. And so, Joanne, you'd be so proud of me. And so anyway, I saw this Touchland and it had Woodstock on it, like sunning himself with this little drink and his little sunglasses. And I broke. I paid the big bucks for the Touchland one. And so I thought, oh, I can just slide it into the Dollar Tree. Yeah, no, it doesn't fit the little carrier at the Dollar Tree. It's not even the same size. It's taller and narrower, of course. But the Dollar Tree one, they have good sense. This last one that I bought was only because it had the sparkle top on it, and I'm a sucker for anything sparkly, and I'm kind of like a squirrel like that. And so, anyway, squirrel. Yeah. So I got the Touchland one. It smells like I'm at the beach. I can hear the waves on the beach, and it's awesome. And yeah, I'm not sponsored. And so, anyway, I would highly recommend getting that one if it's still available. It is adorable. And if you're a Charles Schultz fan. So it's just cute. It makes me happy. Sometimes you just need things that make you happy, right? Okay, so I already went over what journal I'm going to be working in this morning. Sorry, I'm looking at my desk to make sure that I have everything. And we're going to be working on some ephemera and event, I think next week. Well, Tuesday I'm doing a Trinket Tuesday for a dangle. This is not my dangle, but it will be a part of my dangle because it's Tweety. Come on. And I thrifted this too. And so, and I just like petting him. Anyway, but I got distracted. I've got birds all over my deck right now. I don't know. There's like a swarm. I feel like I'm in the movie, The Birds, because like a whole swarm came in and are just sitting on my deck, on my patio furniture that I just cleaned. Yeah. So anyway, nature. Gotta love nature. And when you live in the woods and on a lake, you get a lot of nature. But I'm gonna be working on the dangles and show you what I got for that. So let's get started. I'm going to do top down. Let me grab something to drink. Thanks, Julie. I know, Joanne. I do. I think it's just because where I live, we get a lot of nature. Okay, I'm going to go top down, I think, and I'm going to let you know what all you need to gather. Go grab the printables. I pinned it in the top of the chat. We are going to be using them. I was a good girl and I fussy cut out most of that one page. I did several of those, and I've not fussy cut these out, but anyway, we may use these and we may not. And then get the ones out from last week, and because we're going to be using those this morning. Let's see, maybe I'll put my journal up there for now. Is it going to stand or is it going to knock everything over? There we go. Okay, I'm going to switch cameras. Switching cameras. Let's see how this rolls. Yay. Okay, guys. We're just going to, big surprise, make a shaker out of the television from last week's printable. And I'm looking up at the other camera because I think that you have to see me. I wonder if I could do picture in picture. I could probably do a split screen, right? If I wanted to. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. So let's get started. I did the smaller one for the Fruit Loop journal because I'm still kind of working on this one. And I have not added anything but a paper clip. Oh, so I'm going to be working on the dangles. That's what I wanted to say. I'm going to be working on the dangles, and then I'm going to be working on our top game. So I call it the top game. It's all the stuff that you put on the top. And because I came from before I got into scrapbooking, kind of junk journaling and planning came in at the same time back in 2012. But the top game was always a big thing in the planner community, and so I love some stuff going on the tops of my journals. Maybe too much for some people, but that's just me. It makes me happy, and so I'm going to be doing some top game stuff next week, and I've got a really cute printable I was working on last night. I'm super excited about this printable, and it'll be free in next week's live. So during the live, you'll get free. It says you can leave a donation, but just hit 0. You don't, if you're here for the live, you don't have to pay for it. It's just my gift for you guys showing up. Okay. So what I did was I took this and then I laid it over some cardstock and I just cut around it. And then I got a piece of acetate. So we're going to just be rolling with that in a second. So let's cut out the bigger one because I want to use the bigger one in mine. Hi, Roseanne. Oh, thanks, Sean. You can't find your Count Chocula box? Oh, well, that's okay. I love Lucky Charms. It's my favorite. You know, I contacted General Mills about their Lucky Charms marshmallows because I was like, you know, seriously, your cereal is kind of lacking, and it'd be so cool if you had just came out with your marshmallows and then we could put it on anything. And then the girl was just like, I think I started that conversation off wrong by telling them that their cereal did not taste very good. And I said, everybody dumps them out and just eats the marshmallows. You know that, right? So I probably didn't start out the conversation correctly. And so anyway, I don't know. I do notice that every now and then you can get bags, especially at the Amish stores. You can get bags of the Lucky Charm. They're just dehydrated marshmallows, but I have not bought them because, oh my gosh, I would eat the whole bag. And then I would be sick as a dog because it's probably made with corn syrup. And I can't have any corn byproducts. I get hit like I got hit with a Mack truck. Am I even in? I'm not even. I need to scooch. Not even in camera. I know. Lucky Charms will be so cute. Yes. Hopefully you'll find it. I'm doing Blueberry Crunch for the month of October, but I think I'm going to do the Blueberry Crunch for, okay, so now you have 2. And the reason why I did 2, that's the wrong one. The reason why I did 2 was because this one I'm actually going to poke and put in my journal. So I want it to look cute from both sides. I always thought that Count Chocula, in the same way with Cocoa Pebbles, that you got, like, it was like a twofer because you'd get chocolate milk at the end. Or if you had the Blueberry Crunch or the Fruity Pebbles, you would get strawberry milk at the end. I just thought that was genius. Oh, hey, Trish. Welcome. So good to have you. Hi, Celia. Nice to meet you. Yes. They are. This one was free last week. And we worked on our little journal covers. We actually I did the Apple Jacks one last week, and that's as far as I got on this one. And then I have the Fruit Loops one. Already has the pages in it. So but after, if you're not here for the live, then I just put it up for like a really, you know, just kind of nominal fee. I think I'm going to put the Flintstones in my shaker. What do you think? You know what I should have done? I should have made it in reverse. Should have made the Flintstones in reverse because the Flintstones would fit in here. You know what? I'll put it, well, yeah, because you'll see it from the back. Well, I may have to do another one. Okay. So there it is that. I need to get out my cutting mat and then be really careful because you are going, well, you don't have to. You can just poke it with like a sharp scissor and we're just going to cut out the center. But for those people who, I probably hurt myself more doing this than if I would just use my knife, craft knife. Okay, so we're just going to go around and cut here. Yes, you have a Cocoa Puffs box? Yummy. Yum. So if you don't want to do a double-sided one like I'm doing for my journal, because I'm going to punch this and put it in my journal so I can see it from both sides, you can do it this way, where you're just going to lay this on top of a piece of cardstock that you kind of want to show in the background, and you trace around it, use it like a template, and then we will use that as your background. So you guys are probably too young to remember when they would go to this when the airing was done, because television wasn't on 24/7 back in the day. That would be a good trivia question. Speaking of, we need to do trivia. Okay, let me fussy cut real quick. Oh, I'm not good at fussy cutting. Where is Wilhelmina when I need her? Sorry. Okay, gotta get that corner. Corner. I don't like that corner. Okay, craft knife probably is the best thing. Just don't do it on your craft table. Okay, then we got this one. Hi, Tamara. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I am doing a cartoon and cereal and everything Saturday mornings. We are going to have a watch party one morning. I have found the coolest video. It's free and we can all watch it together. I'm not going to be able to show it. However, we can all chat in the live chat while we're doing the watch party, and we can be in our PJs and we can eat snacks in the morning and have our cereals. And this morning I had oatmeal for breakfast, which, by the way, I need to show you. So it was boring, but it was fast. Okay. So there is that. Alrighty. And you get a small one on this printable, so you can do the small one if you're working in the snack pack. Okay, so I think it'd be fun to put some fun little characters in here. And what I'm thinking is the only problem's going to be is that it needs to be on the other side. So, because it's going to be see-through to the other side. Let me see. Okay, this one is from the Jetsons that I took that cover from. We got Astro. We got Elroy. Wait, let's see. Rosie. That's my Chat GPT name. Khadijah's got me hooked on Chat GPT right now. I was so like, anti. But it's how I am. Okay, so I injured. Okay, I'm looking at the camera. I have no idea why I'm looking at the camera. You're not even here. Okay, let me see what's going on with my chat. Hi, Don. Your grocery store doesn't have the little boxes anymore. Now the multi-pack cereal comes in little bags. Have you checked? Do you have a Walmart or Target? Because Walmart and Target carries the small boxes. You can also order them from Amazon. I have a shameless link in there. Okay. Okay. Bye, Khadijah. Oh, you do comic journals? That's funny, Tamara. Okay, let's see. What do we got in here? I don't know if this is gonna work unless I do this. I know what I can do. Okay, and then I could flip it over and we could have Archie, or we could have, I think what I'm gonna do is take one of these. Oh my gosh, that fits perfect. Have one here and then one on the other side. I think that's what I'm gonna do, people. And then I'll put the shaker. So I'll sandwich this. I just gotta decide which one I want. This was a good size. I want the one with Rosie and Astro and Elroy. Okay, I'm going with that one down there. Yes, you can find them at Target. So let's cut out. So if you have comics or you have the newspaper today, go get your comics out of your newspaper. Do people still buy physical newspapers anymore? I don't know. Or, you know, it would be even better is if you drew your own. How cool would that be? Or you get your child to draw one for you. That would be super cute. Okay. You put like your child drawing, ask your child to draw you their favorite Saturday morning cartoon. There we go. Perfect. Don't glue that on because we're going to sandwich it in between. Okay, let's get Archie, or was this, I think this was Josie. Was this Josie and the Pussycat? No, this was Archie. Let me see if I have one that will fit. Oh, this is cool because it's summer and they're at the beach. Awesome that you already had them. That's so good. Let's see. These are a little wider, so I got to kind of be a little picky. Dear Betty and Veronica, my boyfriend took me to a number of dances and parties. The problem started at the last party we went to. I didn't feel well and wasn't in the mood for dancing. I went upstairs to freshen up. Why all the exclamation points? When I came back, he was making the scene with all the other girls. Oh my gosh, dump, dump, dump him. I had a miserable evening sitting by myself. Do you think he should have enjoyed himself by leaving me alone, desperate? Okay, this somebody from Ontario wrote this. And then Betty and Veronica wrote, no, but you should have asked him to take you home early if you didn't feel well. Going out when you're not well isn't fair to your date. You were both wrong. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, what is this? Dawn Beauty Pageant. Okay, what do we got? She was so mean. I want to get one that has both of them in it. Oh my gosh, this is cute right here. Let's see. I'm going to use this like a little viewfinder. That's really cute. Okay, that's a contender. Okay, there. That's Archie. They're all at the beach. That's cute. Look at her. She's thinking she's all that. Okay, let's do that one. I want the one with Archie in it. And Veronica. This is called Veronica Girl Whirl. So let's cut you out. had a Josie and the Pussycat one. I got a whole box of these too, Tamara. I got it. I was on my way up to visit my mother in South Carolina a couple years ago and got. It's cute. Okay. Alrighty, now what we're going to do is we are going to glue these back to back, kind of in the middle, I think, because, yeah. Okay, so let's get some glue. Oh, the Sunday paper. Oh, good. That's awesome, Celia. Yes, use your Sunday paper. For sure. Have I told you guys how much I love this Craft Atelier glue? Oh my gosh. It's my new fave. Okay. Woo! Can't see where the hole is in the thing. Okay. Now I'm going to put this on here because the trick's going to be lining it up and having this side be lined up. Yep. Hey, I did pretty good there. Alrighty. I had such fun making the items. If you're new here, I've got some free printables up on my coffee shop, and I've got it pinned, the link, and it's free while we are on here. I know I love the Jetsons too, Trish. Yes, Susie, they do have a Sunday paper still. Okay. I've got like 40 million scissors out. Why? Why? So, and there's that placeholder, people. Okay, I have a piece of acetate. Now, because I'm doing this on two sides, I'm going to need to cut two pieces. And this is just, it was a pencil pouch, a pen pouch. But you can use the, okay, I've got like page protectors and I've got small page protectors. So these, I think were from Snap or something. Oh, these are Simple Stories. So any kind of page protector you can use. And try to find like a clear one, not a frosted one. Unless you really want to be from the 1960s where you can hardly see what you're watching. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down. I think, yeah, I'm going to cut this down and I'm going to sandwich. You know what would be better instead of using this is if I did use this, because what I'm thinking is maybe I could save myself some trouble. And it needs to be just inside the television. I'm sure I don't have to tell you how to do a shaker. Or do I? Has anybody made shakers before? Oh, I can't do that because I want it to be like shakeable. So forget that. All right. I had that good idea and then now I can't do it. But in the meantime, we're going to take this and we are just going to glue it. What is on this thing? Something static playing. To the television. Oh my goodness. Okay. I had the hardest time finding my foam tape this morning. Okay. We'll see if this holds. If not, then we will use something else. But we are going to glue this on. And you kind of want to get it up next to so your shaker bits don't You want to get it up next to the opening of your TV. Did I complete my sentence about using the frosted one? Static cling. I was thinking if you use the frosted one, it'd be like we were watching TV in the 60s where it wasn't a clear, like HD HD video. Okay, what is happening? Aw, Joanne, you're so sweet. Thanks, Sean. The television was last week's printable. It's not free anymore. I think it's like $2 now. You get 3 pages of stuff to do. If you come for the live, then you get today's free printable, which we're going to be working on next. So we're just making some ephemera because I took a vote. And that's kind of what people wanted to work on. Oh my gosh, that is going to be so cute in there. I can't. Okay. Let's do this side. So far, that's working pretty good. This is this Craftelier tacky glue. Craftelier. Joanne, how do you pronounce that? I took 4 years of French. You would think I would know my French. I remember how to say where the bathroom is. Where is the where is the library? That's one of the first things you learn. I'm like, why would you learn where is the library? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm totally having a squirrel right now. Did you guys know that most libraries have like a free seed library? And then you can donate your libraries there. I mean, your seeds, if you have any, you can donate your seeds. I had no idea, but look at this. I got Cosmos mixed colors at the seed library, and then they're free. They give you 2. I got Shasta daisies. So check out your library to see if they have free. I'm super excited. Plus you get a cute little envelope. Check to see if they've got a free seed bank that you can participate in. Hard to type the pronunciation. Yeah, I'm sure. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to get some foam tape. And I can't find I have a huge roll of this and I don't know where it is. So you are going to have to watch me painstakingly cut these all the way around. I think what I'll do is I will use, yeah, okay. I'll use this one where it's skinny and save y'all a little bit. So we are going to use some foam tape. And this is up, and you want to just go around the edge of the television with the foam tape. If you can see that. So we're just going to go around there, and y'all are going to have to painstakingly watch me. Well, maybe not. I think these will end up. But you want to butt them up against each other so that the shaker bits don't fall out. And then we're going to just, it's way easier if you have the foam tape strip. I'm going to have to cut one, I think, right there. Oh, yeah. Because you want it to go all the way around or it will sink. I can trim that. Put that in the corner. I know y'all have been going to Dollar Tree, so you better have some Dollar Tree. I know y'all have Dollar Tree foam tape. Just oopsie. What's going on? Oh no, Trish, I'm sorry. Okay, you can be a replay viewer. You know what? You know what? While we're painstakingly doing this, let's do this. Let's do trivia. Okay. Here we go. You ready? What planet did Yogi Bear and friends compete for an all expense paid vacation to on the series Yogi's Space Race? What planet did Yogi? No fair Googling, people. No fair Googling. Come on. Okay. What planet did Yogi Bear and friends compete for an all expenses paid vacation to on the series Yogi's Space Race? That's going to be really difficult. Oh, look at this question. It says, what Dallas character underwent a mastectomy in 1979? I have no idea about that. All right. I'm going to let you ponder that one. Susan, you need to go ask your husband. That was so cute. When he stood in for you and was doing her. Susan's got a great, if you guys don't follow Susan and watch her channel, she has great news where she reports on all of the stuff, the happenings that's going on in the crafting community. And her husband sat in for her and did an awesome job, by the way. And it was so cute because he was like, oh, I could so win that. I could so win that. Okay, let's see. I'm going to give you about 5 more seconds while I do this last little thing. Alrighty. Oh, I need to put some on there on the legs. And I'm going to have to like probably stack them because, oops, oh no, that went flying. So, all right, let's see. Now that I got that done. Way easier if you just had the thin little tape there. He is a hoot. Okay, you ready? Here's the answer. It is Mars. Who said Mars? Somebody said Neptune. Sean said Mars. Susie Allen got Mars. Joanne said Mars. And Susan was in with Saturn. So Susie got Mars. And there you go. Ding, ding, ding. Good job, Susie. Good job, all of you who said Mars. Alrighty. I've got this little thing that's in here wanting to cling. And I don't know if I've got my, you can take a little bit of baby powder, and if you don't have that static stuff that you use for stamping, for embossing, you can take a little bit of baby powder and then really rub it in and wipe it off. And it will keep it from, okay, so it'll keep it from static clings. I've got a couple of little bits that I want to use. Ooh, I've got, not that these have anything to do with, I don't have any outer space little sequins. Do they even make it? I don't know, but I do have the daisies, so that'll be cute in there. I can use these little green ones. Cute. So we're just going to do a little shaker mix. I'm trying to pick things. I don't want to do too much, but I want it to still move around in there. So these are bigger sequins. Oopsie. I'm kind of thinking I need to put one of these little stay tuned ones, because that would be cute in there too, but I don't know that it is. I think that'll be cute in there to do the stay tuned. I might have to cut it. So this is in your printable today. And I just did 4 to a page. Let me cut this one a little bit in 2 because I think that would be cute in there. Aw, hey hubby. Good morning, Yummy. Nice to see you. Welcome to Saturday Morning Cartoons. Grab your free printable. It's pinned in the chat. Stay tuned. We are making shakers for our journals, or you could use these on a card. You can carry it around in your purse just because it makes you happy. No, I'm kidding. The TV was last week's free printable, but it's still available in my shop for a small fee. So if you want to make a television shaker like we're doing right now. Okay. That is going to be adorbs. Oh, here's a little sneak peek of what's coming next week. I've got a couple different printables, but look at these. Woo woo, little sneak peek there. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to put these in, dump them in. Dump them in there. Oh. Seriously, get in there. I don't want to do too much because I still want to be able to see the cartoon behind it. And then let's put some of these little colors in. Oh my goodness. Keeps slipping over. Are you guys picky about how you do your shakers, or do you just like throw it in? Sometimes I throw it in, but I want to see this. Good morning, Carla. Hi, Julie's Journaling. Welcome. So let's throw a couple little things in there. Ooh, I like these little holographic ones. So I'm just kind of being picky because I want to be able to still see my picture. Are you guys all about the interactive stuff or no? I love doing interactive things. We're going to do probably a couple different projects that have interactives, not just shakers. Okay. There's that. What is that? Is that that's on the other side? Okay, let's do another painstakingly doing this. You know what you could use too on your box? It'd be cute. You could do a little Apple Jacks commercial. You could put your little cereal box in there. If you don't have a cartoon, you could use cereal box, and that could be like you're watching the the commercial for the cereal. Okay, here we go. How many hours a day did George Jetson gripe about having to work? How many hours a day did George Jetson gripe about having to work? Put your answer in. Oh, you haven't made a shaker yet, girl? Come on. Alrighty. Let's see. I'm going to put some of these little beads that I have I'm thinking like these little like holographic things. I think these were from Michael's back in the day. I don't know. Oh, I got some little weird. And these are fun to add the little seed beads to because they make a fun little sound. So if you're going to make a shaker, Julie, get out your little tiny seed beads and they are fun. Okay, so there's that. Now what we're going to do is we are going to get the craft pick because you don't want to watch Jonna struggle. And we're going to painstakingly peel this all off without it going wah and everything going flying because that would be just my luck. See, if I had more of that, that would be the way to go. But I could not find it last night. I know I have a roll of it somewhere. I'm so organized, I can't stand it. So, but I couldn't, it wasn't with the rest of my stuff. Alrighty, let's hold this down without touching the foam. Okay, let me get the answer. What are people saying? Everybody's saying 8 hours. Yes, definitely all 8 hours. Creative minds think alike. Yes, Julie. 3 hours a day. Carla, I never thought of using seed beads. Oh, seriously? But they make the best sound for your shaker. That's what makes the fun sound, is adding the little seed beads in. Put it on your list. I'm sure you have a ton of them. Oopsie. Okay. And guess what? You're going to have to watch me do this all over again because we have to do it on the other side. I think what I'm going to do to the television to make it easier to do a punch is I may add, before I seal the other side, because I'm putting it in a happy planner style, a disc bound journal. Okay, we got this. Oh, everybody's saying 8 hours. Let's get the answer. I got my hyper focus going on. Okay, how many hours a day did George Jetson gripe about having to work? The answer is 3. Ding, 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 ding. Sean, did you Google? Sean said 3. Oh, hi, Kim. Nice to see you, eye in the sky. Joanne, you donate seed beads? I always think they're too tiny to craft with. Oh gosh. They're fun for shaker. Okay, Joanne says, I was a Jetsons fan, but I don't remember a lot of the details. You did, Sean. Good answer. He used to gripe about having a 3-hour work day. And that was supposed to be in the future, right? Okay, what's our problem with our 8 hour, sometimes 9 hour? Sometimes people work even more hours because they work multiple jobs. I don't remember that in the Jetsons. I'm still waiting for my spaceship travel, my little scoot around spaceship scooter. Right? Okay, Julie, when you go to do your first shaker, do yourself a favor and go get yourself this thin strip. And you can also get it comes in black and it comes in white. Do not do what I did because, oh my gosh, that is painstaking. Okay, now we're going to put this down and we're going to So I'm not focusing, I'm focusing on the picture in the back because that's the one that's going to show on that side. Like so. Now guess what? We got to go, is that still has plastic. That still has plastic. Okay. Don't flip it over to look at it just yet or your seed beads will come out. Now we're going to add some more of this. Oh, I can't believe that I did not have it. I'm using the thin profile, but you can use whatever you have. Where do you get the tape? You can get it anywhere. Michael's has it. Hobby Lobby has it. Look over in the card section. Card making section. Okay, so now we're going to do another row because I wanted it shaking on both sides. If you don't want it shaking on both sides and you did it this way with just the card, you don't need another, just with the backing, and it's only going to be one-sided because you're going to put it down on something, you don't need to do this next step. But because mine's going in my disc bound, I want mine to be double-sided. I'm just gonna go around. Okay, then I gotta, whoopsie. Whoopsie. Joanne, I don't think that cartoon character info is part of the important life things. What? I'm so tempted. I want to turn it over, but I know better because the seed beads will come flying out because it's not sealed yet. See, the issue is that when you create the depth of something, you need to have the whole thing needs to be sealed all the way around, or you will have shakery bits coming out in your journal. Uh-oh. I see something. Oh my gosh, it's going to be so cute. I dipped down on this one. I can already tell. Goodness gracious, that's stuck down. All right. Yes, definitely get the roll-o stuff. Okay. Because rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep this foam tape rolling. Don't forget to do the legs. Oh my goodness. Probably would have started. I probably should have started out with the small one. But no. To work on the big one. Okay, there is that. Now, I need to see, I got a hole right there. That means beads will come out right there. So you gotta make sure, that's where that long strip comes in handy. You got to make sure that you seal that, or you will have all your shaker bits will come out and then you'll be stuck. Anybody have any good summer plans? Khadijah's making me so jello right now on her trip. Did I announce what I'm going to be doing in Arkansas? I don't know if you guys, if everyone knows what I'm going to be doing there. Menopausal brain. You know what helps with that? And I'm not a doctor, but I'm just saying, because I use it myself and I've noticed a huge difference, and I have talked about it several times on my channel. I've not taken it this morning because I was trying to get, I had some issues getting online with StreamYard, and so it is ashwagandha. I get the one from Life Extension. It's ashwagandha plus, and it's an Indian ginseng. And it is so amazing for brain fog, helps you focus, because it deals with the stress factor. And it is night and day game changer for me once I found that. And I discovered it actually while I was in school a few years ago. And I don't even know how I would have gotten through school with all the writing and reading that we had to do. Okay, that's all now sticky. Yay. It really helped me. Oh, aw. Thanks, Sean. Okay, I'm just going to put these in, I think. I don't know that I'm going to add daisies. I'm going to add in some of the holographic seed beads. Hello. And let my sequins up. Sorry. Oh, you know what? I think I've got some. Hold on. I think I've got some palm trees. Oh, let me see. What do I have? I do, but they're not. I know I have palm trees, but they're not down here. They're in with my planner stuff. So, I know I have them. Oh wait, I've got some little seashells though. Let's add in a couple of those. Let's add in some little tiny. This came off of a seashell necklace. Let's see if they fit in there. They may be a little big, but that's okay. It'll just be a little. Here we go. I'm going to do short side down. I'm going to roll it like this, and then I'm going to find where I want it placed down for the clear part, and then voila. See what the seed beads do? Oh my gosh, how cute is this? Okay, that one is not participating. This little seashell. I love that I found the little seashells though, since they're at the beach. And then this one says stay tuned. So you can go in and add some skinny washi tape around, which I may do. I've got some I've got some. So congratulate yourself, because that was quite the feat if you were working, especially if you didn't have the long strip. Especially if you didn't have the long strip. Oh my goodness. Gotta trim up the foam tape here. So I do have some wood grain washi tape. I'm gonna get that out. Let me see. I got my favorite little washies right here. I saw a little dark wood grain one right there. Of course, it has to be all the way on the other side. But I think that would be cute to add the wood grain around. You don't have to do this part. You could just take an acrylic marker. Let's see. Oh, I should have used this one. This is already skinny. What's this though? This feels like fabric. But it's already the right size. So how do you like that? Okay. I'm going to hold on to this. I think I'm going to go with that tan color, because that way I don't have to trim it. Because you really kind of need a skinny washi if you don't want to look at all the foam tape. But again, another idea is cutting out foam. You can use the craft foam that's sticky on one side. That's another option too. You'll just have to, the only reason why I didn't do it was because I would have to cut out the center on the craft foam. Wow, that is not sticky anymore. You can ink it brown. Yes, it may take me all summer to finish a journal. It's okay. There's no race. No race to get stuff finished. All right, I'm going to tuck that into there. I'm going to do it on this side. I'm going to run that like so. Ah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I love I love adding the washi to it. This is some kind of fabric. Well, I need to just put it on this to be easier, huh? This was some kind of fabric tape, I don't know. But use whatever you have, like any kind of color. Make it fun, make it you. Y'all, this is so much fun. Is anybody playing along and doing this right now with me? Okay, I promise you we're going to make another piece of ephemera, and the next one's not this challenging. But it's fun. Who doesn't love a TV with their favorite cartoon characters on it? Come on now. So much fun. I don't know if that's gonna... Yeah, there it goes. All right. Why are you not sticking, my friend? And besides, it's going in your journal. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm telling you that myself. I'm telling you that to myself. I need to trim this down. I didn't do a very good job of cutting this out. All right, I don't know that I like that on the bottom around that corner. I may have to just I don't like how that's sitting. I may have to get out a hot glue gun. Okay. Let's go over here. All right, while I'm doing this, you guys can get out a couple of things. Go to your pantry and grab some cupcake liners. If you don't have ones with prints on them, you can stamp on it. You can stamp on just plain cupcake liners. Use colored ink. You can draw on them to put a pattern on them, but you want some cupcake liners. If you have some doilies, grab some doilies. If you did the printable, you can print those out and start to fussy cut those. And then you want to, what else do we need? If you have a scallop punch or circle punch, you're going to want that. I have all kinds of circle punches. So if you have any of like this one, and I've got this one, or if you have pinking shears works or scallop scissors, you know, all those funny scissors that we used back in our scrapbooking days. Okay. Oh my gosh. This needs to dry, but I'm loving the seashells and I'm loving Rosie. Very cute. Okay. And then the next one will go super fast and it'll be just as fun. I'm going to do this smaller one on my own time. Okay. Oh, the other thing is if you have last week's printable, you'll want to punch these out. This was using the 1 1/4 punch. I sized them for standard punches, so you don't, or you could just cut it out if you're good, but I like to use. So you're going to want to cut out some of these, the round ones, and also I had some fussy cut cereal bowls too if you want to cut those out. There were some flags or title thingies, and there were also some tiny little daisies. I used my Cricut. I do give you a PNG file so that you can, if you have a cutter, you can just load it into that. You also might want to get the flaps. Remember I told you to save the flaps off of your cereal boxes? The little cereal boxes. Hi, Gigi. Aw, thanks for the thumbs up. You're so sweet. Okay. Replay welcomes are definitely, replay viewers are definitely welcome. That's awesome. Everybody's like, hi, bye, Gigi. She's such a sweetheart. I think, you live in Palm Springs, right? I think I need to come for a visit. I need to do like a little tour, I think, and go see Julie and Gigi and who else is along the way from Tennessee to California. I can come with my little vintage camper. Oh my goodness, it'd be so much fun. I am going to do Round Top. So if anybody's in Texas that lives near Round Top, I'm doing that next year with my friend. We're going to do that in the, I don't know, spring, or which one's better, the spring one or the fall. I had heard the fall one is better, but I wasn't really sure. And I know everyone kind of says it's overpriced and blah, blah, blah. However, it's, you know, if you're a junker, this is just like one of the things. I went and did the Junk Bonanza. I haven't made it out to California to do 3 hens, which I would love to do the 3 speckle hens one. That would be a good one. And also the Rose Bowl. Oh my gosh, Julie, if you're still in here, come on, let's go do the Rose Bowl. How far is that from you? I've been wanting to do the Rose Bowl flea market ever since Rachel Ashwell showed it. Okay, so I'm going to let this sit, and how I'm going to add this into my journal is to where I'll be able to see it on both sides is I'm going to hinge it, and I'm probably going to hinge it with like something like this, and then I will punch, I'll use my disc bound punch and I will just punch a hole, or I could use tickets, or I don't know. I have to kind of go through and then, or I could use these little circles here and then I'll disc punch them in, and that way I can use it in my disc bound. But for now, I'm going to let this set aside. I love the thin washi. That was a good fix. And after this dries, I will go around and I'll do the rest of it. But that's so cute. Okay, next project. Keep your sequins out because we will use those. We don't need the seed beads, but we can use the sequins. I think I'm going to use, I've got this little mix from Planners Anonymous. Back when I lived in Australia, I joined the Planners Anonymous Kit Club. Oh my goodness, her stuff's so cute. She designs all her own stuff. Very cute. All right, what we got going on now? Okay, the Junk Bonanza is in Minneapolis. 3 Speckled Hens is in California, I think. Is it in California or it might be Oregon? I'm not sure. And then Round Top is in Texas. So what I'm thinking is you want to go to the flea market that Diane Hubert goes to. Oh yeah, where does she live? The only issue is my little vintage camper is only 10 feet long. And I already fill her up with all my vintage treasures. So I'll have to put like a rack on my car or something. Because, all right, we're going to keep out some foam tape because we want those. And we are going to get out the printable from today. And I think I'm going to use the Saturday morning one for this. So just, let's cut that out. I love that every box tells a story. Because it does. Every cereal box. I should have put every cereal box, but it wouldn't. I may go back in and do one that says every cereal box. Yeah, John is going to, I was laughing. John's going to have merch, Joanne. Just for this series. I think it'll be fun. And only because I want merch. I want merch for this series, so. I'll go back and read the chat because I know people were putting in kind of what they want for sizes and stuff, but it's not going to, you're going to just be able to do like, it's a print on demand type thing. So once I find the manufacturer of the shirt I want, then all you can do is just order and they print it on demand. But I'm trying to find this one. The one I have on, I'm not happy. I like the quality of the shirt. It's super soft, but it's not 100% cotton. And I'm not happy with the stiffness of the it's not screen printed. I'm trying to find screen printing, which is a little, costs a little bit more, but it's better, I think, in my opinion. Okay, so what we're going to do is, and I'm sure you all have done this before, but we're going to make mine nice and fluffy. So I'm going to take 3 cupcake liners. This is going to go super fast. And then, guess where I got the cupcake liners? Did you watch my video from the Dollar Tree? Okay. Now, what I like to do, because I'm going to put this as a topper. I should probably have done this one for next week as one of my journal toppers. I like to see it from both sides. So I'm going to do one facing the other direction. And then I'm not going to use the white currently. And did I pull out a paper clip? And did I tell you what y'all needed? I can't remember. Okay, so I'm using this. You need cupcake liners, doilies. You might want to use some of your sequins that you have out. If you want, this is like my little box for that I have set up that I can pull from for just specifically for clusters. So I've got some fun gold fiber. I have some gold Rick Rack. This gold mesh, I don't know where I got it from because this stuff's been in here for years. I've got tiny little pom-poms. These are so much fun to add. Let's add some of those. And then, oh, here's my foam tape. Here's my foam tape. Oh my goodness. I know I have a bigger roll than that though. Okay, then what else do I have in here? I've got some straws, which we're not going to use for this one. That's going to be another day. I've got some of this mesh. Some of this is from Dollar Tree. It's that foamy mesh stuff. That's fun to add. Rick Rack is always a good thing, and that matches my Saturday morning thing. Plus, you might want to add a little bit of fabric. That's a fun little vintage fabric that I had in here. Some threads. I've got, oh, this one. Do I want that big print? I think I kind of want the big print. Yeah. I've got, because I have this little small daisy that's cute. Oh, and if you don't know, this fabric, I don't think they make it anymore, but did anybody get this fabric that came out when they were doing the remodel on the Brady Bunch house? They came out with this fabric for the Brady Bunch house. Did anybody get in on that deal? Because, oh my gosh, it was so cute. Oh, you saw the cupcake liners at DT? Oh yeah. Lisa King. Oh my gosh, girl. I miss you. Hugs, hugs, hugs. I can't believe you showed up for the live. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh. Yes, it's fine. You're fine, hon. It's so good to see you. So, Lisa King and I go back to Periscope days when we used to stream live before YouTube Live. We used to all hang out in Periscope. And then I got to meet her a couple of times in Orlando. And then we went on back in 2020, we went to a retreat at this house down in Sarasota. We had the best time. We stayed up, oh my gosh, till 2 a.m. Had all three Lisas were there. We were missing our fourth Lisa. We had four Lisas on the Periscope. So anyway, these are some of the fabrics. They were super cute. Oh my gosh. So if you have these, grab them. You know what I want to do? I might take that little small print because I'm thinking, let me throw that back in there. But it is so good to see you, girl. Let's see. I'm going to take some of that. Oh, I also have this little cute thing. So I'm going to pull some of that out too. You want, this is going to be kind of fun and junky. So you want a lot of stuffs. Just saying. I'm going to keep this nearby. Then the other thing that you are going to want to grab is, I kind of want to grab Josie and the Pussycats. So, hold 1 minute. Okay, Susan. Bye, guys. Yes, you're all welcome to watch the replay. And also, you want to grab the printables on your way out. If you're going to just pop in, make sure you grab the printables because they're only free during the live. And then after that, they're just a couple of bucks. So, okay. Like literally, I think $2 was the last time. Okay, so this is where we're going to start. And hang on 1 second because I thought that I had my big paper clip out. So don't go anywhere. I need the big paper clip. I'm coming back. I need it. What was I coming in here to get? Oh, Josie and the Pussycats. That's the one I wanted to use. Okay. And I need the big paper clips. Which I could have sworn that I pulled a big giant orange one, but I guess I did not. Ooh, I know what else I could grab. It's fun to add. If you've got any kind of, I'm going to use gold, but if you have any of this like spray that's a metallic or a white, that's fun to add too. Okay, let's see. I'm going to use this yellow. I bought a bunch from the Dollar Tree the other day. And then, oh, here's the orange one. Okay. And then you're going to want to grab, oh, you could add fun money if you have some of the money. Here's some of the, oh my gosh, neon stuff too from Dollar Tree. Okay. And let me see, is this working? I'm going to use my hot glue gun just because. Get my hook out. Okay, here. Okay, now I need to punch a circle out of some kind of cardstock. And you may or may not see this, the cardstock. So, because we're going to be layering, doing a lot of layers. I also have some fun die cuts, like star die cuts. I think that was a Heidi Swap die, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, have fun with your mom. Alrighty. Then we are going to get a circle punch out, any kind of circle punch. I am going to use, let's see, maybe this one. This one is like, oh my gosh, it's super hard to push, but it's really cute. Sometimes I have to, stand up. Sometimes I have to stand up and do it. But it's super cute when I can get it to work, and it worked. So you want to we're going to do several different layers of fun papers. Pick a couple. Let's see, we got yellow, we got pink. Let's use this one. You want different sizes. We're going to layer our sizes. So I should have a 2-inch. I got a 2.5. I think that's going to be too big for the topper. I've got a 2-inch one. You're going to need one for the back, and I'm going to choose the one that has the TV on it because you're going to see it from the other side. So let's go with one that has the TV on it. And that was a 2-inch punch. I want to add this one is 1 3/4. I want to add a solid to make that kind of pop off. Where's my solid paper? Anybody singing solid? Solid as a rock. Boom, boom. Okay. Totally not a cartoon. Oh, the other thing you want to grab too is if you got your hands on some of this baking liner, because this will be fun to add. So I'm going to cut a strip off of that. That'll be fun to add. Then, alrighty. First thing first, I need to get a solid. Where are my solid cardstocks? Hold 1 minute, please. I have a solid card. I know where all my solid cardstocks are, but I'm looking for scrap. I'm looking for scrap. I'm sorry, I should have had this out to start with. Might want to grab a drink while I'm digging through my scrap. Oh, shoot. Digging through my scraps. Okay, here we go. Oh, my. Okay. I think I want to add, if I do that one, and I have that sitting on top of it, I think I want to do the orange. And then I went down to the 1 3/4. So you kind of want to, yeah, kind of want to layer that on. Not that you're even going to see it. You won't see hardly any of it by the time we're done. Let me get the glue gun because I think that's faster for everyone involved. And I only do kind of the center because I want to be able to tuck stuff in and around. Right? Did anybody see where my glue, I had another, there it is, another glue stick. Oh, I'm gonna have to add another one. Okay. Now I'm gonna take my pinking shears and I'm gonna take my scissors and I'm gonna go in and I'm going to just snip away. This is where the fun starts. You know what? That's gonna make confetti all over my table. So yes, it'll be fun, but not the cleanup. So let's go in and I want to trim it down. I'm just going to follow this circle around. And I get this one a little bit closer and then we're going to go in with another layer. And if you have multiple colors, okay. If you have multiple colors, so we're going to layer another one. You know, you get like 25 of these things, so don't be stingy. Don't be stingy. But you're going to go in and just use your pinking shears. Oh, we can do pinking shears on this one. These are not my good fabric ones. So once my fabric ones get dull, then I go and I use them for paper or I'll thrift them. I try to pick them up. And if you didn't know, not all pinking shears are the same. Let's go around here. Some have rounded points. Some of them are scalloped. I think we need to have another. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to rough that up. So rough it up really good. And then we're going to do another layer. I think I'm going to do another layer. Then I'm going to just come in on this layer. So you're going to want to graduate and cut this one out a little bit wider. I want to save that. Let's see. And then I'm going to come in and I'm just going to use my straight scissors, and every, I don't know, about 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch, you're going to go around cutting some fringe with your cupcake liner. So even if it's not a perfect circle, when you're cutting it, it doesn't matter, because you are going to zhuzh it up like we did. We're going to ruffle it up. Isn't that fun? So wrinkle, just kind of squish it. Alrighty, so we've got that so far. Then we're going to add, let's add a doily. Let's add a doily to the behind it. That's really cute. So we're going to stack that in there. So like you'll just see a hint, but remember, if this is sitting on the top of your journal, you'll still see that doily in there. And then we're going to add, let's add some toy money. I think I'm going to cut it in half. And then let's make these little thingies. This little streamers. I know you guys have tons of play money sitting around. If not, go and raid your kids. So we're going to add that in. Go raid your kids play money. And then they'll be like, Mom, we went to play Monopoly and where'd all the money go? Oh, sorry, honey. Your game had to take one for the junk journal community. So we got that so far. And then remember, we're still going to add to the back. So we're going to add in the clippy. And then I want to add some fabric in, but I think with the fabric, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna make like, I'm gonna do a couple of strips. Just cut these down. They're still sharp enough to cut fabric, but not really good. Let's cut some more. And then maybe add, yeah, some of that, but let's cut these in points. So, has Saturday morning cartoons turned into Saturday lunch yet? Oh yes, we're lunch here. Alrighty, so we're gonna take some of these and just have these kind of underneath but poking out, so you can do a couple of these things. I need to get my fabric. What is it? Cut fabric. We're almost there. We're almost there, guys. This is a really easy, fun craft. So we're going to have some of these going in different sizes. Like so. That is going to just kind of pop out. I think I need to do it on the next layer. I think I need to do it on the next layer. Okay, I'm going to add that in the next layer. Let's add some of this in. We're just going to take that whole thing and layer it in there. So this is just all about, you just keep layering and layering and layering. And from every angle, you'll see something kind of new poking out. And it's just kind of fun just to add all the different layers in. Got that. I think I need to, let's take this and I'm going to bend this and make like a little flag to pop out from behind there. I think I like that better. Okay. I think I like that. All right, let's tuck that in. We are going to, oh, should we use some of these little sparkle stars? See, I'm working on that layer right there because I don't want the whole star. So let's add that in. You can cut a star out of glitter if you don't have a die. And then we will add, let me add another piece of fabric to the bottom. And I kind of work diagonally across from each other just to add interest. It's just good to do that when you're layering. So this is how it's coming along. Okay, let's see. Oh, okay, Miriam. Maybe you could just make some color copies of your kids' game money, then cut them out for your own use. Yes. Hi, Debbie. Debbie Epps is in the house. Alrighty. So we got that. And now, okay, so got this. And I'm going to put this down. I think I'm going to add one pop dot, one of these thin pop dots. And let's raise this up a little bit. And then we can I got this one on my finger. Okay. That way, if we want to, we can still tuck some stuff in. Well, that wasn't very smart there, but I don't think I'll see it by the time I'm done. So there is that. Okay, next we want to add a piece of the rickrack in. We're gonna do, let me get my circle punch. I'm gonna use this one that I have. It is like, it has a little light ruffle around it. Oh my gosh, I still need to, I want to add in I'm thinking I don't know. I'll come back to him. Okay. Maybe use him on a different one. Let's get out Josie and the Pussycats. Oh, look at the old bubble yum. Oh my gosh. Josie. Oh, what? Melody Models Punk Fashion. Oh, this must be from the 80s or late 70s. I was watching, okay, I do not recommend this movie. It has swear words in it. It's got drugs and stuff in it, but I watched the movie about CGBG. It was a club that started, it was down in the borough in New York back in the day in the 70s, and it was the whole scene for the like punk scene. Josie and the Pussycats. Look at the lifesaver. Oh, I would have so wanted that lifesaver. Have you ever like shipped away for something? Look at this. You get the slumber bag, a knapsack, and a flashlight. You could get the slumber bag for $12.50. Oh my goodness. I so would have wanted that. What? Did anybody order that when they were a kid? Josie and the Pussycats. Whoops. See, that's what happens when I'm cutting. I just leave the trash in there, Donna. Alrighty, let's see. I know Sean and I would have been twinsies for sure. Sean so would have gotten that. Wouldn't you have? Could have been twinsy at our sleepover party. All right, let me go back because I'm thinking her. I think I'm going to use her. And I am just going to hopefully punch her out. If the punch doesn't work when you're using it, you could always put it down on cardstock first. Let's Josie and Pussycats. Let me do another one out of some kind of cardstock. Okay, maybe I'll make it a little bit bigger. I think that one needs to be 1.25 inches, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see. This is where you can use the printable too from last week and just use the circles. You can use one of these cute little like cereal bowls. This would be really cute on there. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that's adorable. I may do 2 circles and do the cereal bowl. Oh my gosh, I love the Papa Green. Yes. I'm going to add rickrack because you have to have rickrack. If you know me, you have to have some rickrack. Okay, let's just put Josie on here. Ooh. Okay, let's see. What else we got going on? All right, let's do this one. That was last week's printable. Oh, gotta add a daisy. Yes, that will be our trifecta. Jealousy and the secrets. Okay. Was that a pop dot? Was that a pop dot to Josie? We'll add this one directly. Now again, I just tend to stick kind of to the center because I want to be able to tuck things in. Josie. See, I gotta plan this. Let's add in the rick-rack. Are we having fun yet? Ah. Okay, let's do this. Oh, okay, this one's interesting. What grown-up spawned Dizzy Devil on Tiny Toon Adventures? What grown-up spawned Dizzy Devil on Tiny Toon Adventures? Go. You know what I like to add to these? I like to add a little bit of stitching, kind of like a faux stitching. Is this the pen? No, it's micron. I really have been liking the plastic nib on micron. I've been really liking that. To do my drawings and add pen work to my watercolor. Just like that. I'm gonna add a little daisy. See, like this. Kind of want to just tuck this in. Oops, I waited too long. Seriously? Josie. I got that song in my head now. Saturday. Alrighty. That's why I told you all that center stuff, you don't really see it. But it does peek out. So this is what we have so far. You know what I need? Some, where's that gold thread I had? Because that would be fun to add in. You could do all this with just some cupcakes, like seriously, cupcake liners, and it's like and a couple of scraps, and you can just have so much fun. This would be a great little project to do. Maybe not use a hot glue gun. I guess you could use a low temp gun. I'm just using this, like it's got sequins kind of in it, and I'm gonna tuck some of this in there. Came on a big spool because yeah. because I'm all about the fluffy stuff hanging out. The more, the better. This may be a little over the top for some of you, but that's okay. You do you. You can keep it low key. So give it a little hair trim. I don't mind that sticking up on the end there. Okay, so that's what we've got going on. It's just a Saturday morning party. Come on. Come on, people. You know what this needs now? Let's do some of these little miniature, tiny little pom-poms. Oh my gosh. We'll do yellow. We can do a red. We can do a pink. And, oh, how about a white? We need 5 because whenever you do anything like this, it should always be done in odds. Okay, what's going on in the chat? Okay, bye, Lisa, hon. Aww. Every Saturday morning at 10 o'clock Central Standard Time. All right, here we go. What grown-up spawned Dizzy Devil on Tiny Toon Adventures? And the answer is the Tasmanian Devil. Oh my gosh, I loved him. He was so much fun. So let's see, Susie Allen. Susie Allen got it. Ding, ding, ding. Way to go. Way to go, guys. Okay, let's put some of these little pom-poms around. These little tiny little itty bitty pom-poms. Do the yellow up here. You can take your heat tool and it will get rid of the little, if you take your heat tool, a heat gun to your project, it'll take all the little like spidery things from the glue gun away. So let's add one to her. Oh my gosh. This is so much fun. Need a white one down there. And let's do a red over here. No, that'll be too close. Uh-oh, I gotta do a sequin. Sequin! You can add sequins, tuck them behind. Now, you can just use it flat like this. This is good for like your journal divider. Oops. I think I need to do the red up here. Okay, I'm going to take a little break. So I'm going to be back in a few seconds, or a few minutes. So guys, while you're working on your project, I will be back in 2 seconds. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Thank you. I had the delivery guy come to the door. Sorry. Alrighty. I can see him on my camera. Okay, so I have now worked myself. Anybody else work yourself down into a 10-inch square? Here we go. Now for the magic. Okay, so what we're going to do here is we're just going to add this back on to, I just have to decide. Sometimes I take washi tape to decide because how far down I want this, and I'll put it in my journal. And didn't I just have a washi ring? I need like a low tack one. So what I'll do is I will just test it and see where I want to put my paper clip on my journal. If I'm going to do it as a paper clip, but to be honest, I'm kind of thinking, do I do this on a divider? I don't know. Okay, we'll say it's going to go in here. And let's see. Oh, no, I'm definitely doing it there. Oh my gosh, super cute. So we have to finish up the back side because you got to have the front. You got to have the back. Can't have all pretty up front. You have to have pretty in the back too. It's kind of like people who only do their hair in the front and they don't finish the back. They don't fix the back. Okay, so that was a good placement for that. I mean, we're not going to do all the craziness of it. Let's take a second one of these and put it down. I'm not going to go all, I'm going to, yeah, there. Okay. That was your guess? Yeah, he was crazy. He was fun. I actually saw a real Tasmanian devil down in Tasmania, but it was at the zoo. We didn't see any on the side of the road walking around. We did see a wombat, though. Okay. That is that. Now, all we have to do is finish up the back, and that's just going to take adding another cupcake liner. To the back, and then we will add in another little fun punched piece. Let's see what I got. Let's do the cereal. And I'm just going to use the 1 1/2 inch. I want to get, well, okay, that's not very many if I just do that. Cereal. They're too far apart. Well, the ones that are closer, they're more in there, and I don't want to waste a whole sheet of paper. Maybe I'll just do this side on the back. And then I want to add, if you didn't want to do the Saturday morning thing on here, you could, this is where you could add, like, cut this out and do like Kellogg's Apple Jacks. That would be really cute if you just kind of cut that out and flag the end. And then in your printable, you should have an apple. So just for time's sake, I may do this on my own for the Applejack journal, but you could add the apple. That's kind of why I did it. And then you have your Kellogg's Apple Jacks on there. Wouldn't that be really cute? So just cut this down, and it's already kind of chipboard. So we're just gonna, like, you make a little flag thing there, and then you just cut that there, cut that there, and then instead of doing that, you could just add in your Kellogg's Apple Jacks, and that would be adorable. And what I would do is I'd probably put some glue around it and then add glitter, because that's me. Sorry. But you don't have to. You don't have to. Okay, so what we're going to do is let's add this circle in on the back. And then we're going to cut around it, because you still want it to look good from the back side, but you don't need all the going on. So you should make it look nice. What did they say? That's like party up front or something like that. I don't know. Is that a bad thing? I have no idea. It's probably culturally inappropriate now. I have no idea. I don't know why that came to my mind. Okay. And then let's go ahead and just cut into the fringets. You could do 2 of these maybe if you want to, but I got a lot going on the front. I just want to cover the back so it looks nice, because really that's all you're going to see when you turn the page. I might add a little character. I don't know. Maybe one of my cereal bowls to the back. Or I could have the little girl. That would be cute. Okay. And then we're going to wrinkle it up, because, you know, it's just more fun when it's wrinkled, I think. Looks like one of those daisies flowers. And we're going to add that to the back, and then maybe let's add the little girl. She's cute. Maybe she'll be, here I say I'm not going to decorate the back. Maybe she'll be visible, maybe she won't. But you know what? If she's not, I can print out another one and use her somewhere else. Okay, guys. So that's going to be the back. So that's how you finish it off. If you're going to see both sides, that's how I finish it off. If you want to do all of this in the back, you can. Go for it. Because I say more is perfect, but that's just me. Did I give you? I gave you the answer. We did. Yes, we did the thing. And okay, so let me get this off of here before I put that over on there. Oh, I know what I forgot to do, because I love adding this in here. But I need something to do it on. Hold 1 second. Oh, you know what else you can use is your Dymo labeler. Get your Dymo labeler out. It's a cute way to add like words all around. Oh my gosh, I so want to do that right now. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. I have a red handy. If you've never seen these are not the ones that go, this is the tiny little like travel Dymo labeler, and you have to kind of lightly squeeze it to feed it in. So if you're not familiar with the vintage ones, they make these, but then they make the ones that also where you put the cartridge inside the longer handle. But these, in case you didn't know, is you just push it till it grabs, and then you're gonna lightly squeeze until you can kind of see it. Don't squeeze all the way down until you see it on the other side, like so. So let's see, what do we want to put there? How about like just fun? I want just a short little word. I don't want anything. I wish I had like an exclamation point. This one only has a period or a forward slash. So give it a squeeze. That's it. No batteries needed. Josie, making me. And then this one, you can cut it. You can use the cutter. There's like a little cutter. I don't know if this cutter still works, but we shall see. Oh, there. Sometimes you have to give it a good squeeze and a good pull. And yes, I use my Dymo labeler all the time, so I always have labels handy. Aw, thanks. Thank you, Miriam. You're so funny. Yes, not to be confused for sure with the Nutri-Rat. Now, because this is vintage label, I think we can get new labels now. And I know there was a company, because I think it was KI Memories had come out with them, and their strips. You can also do it on white core paper. I'll have to do a little fun tutorial. Maybe I'll do a short on how to use your Dymo labeler different ways. If I was my craft pick, do you guys know where I put it? Didn't I just have it out? Yes, it's that time of the day when everything needs to be cleared off your desk. Hold on 1 second. There it is. You know why? Because I put it back where it belongs, because it has a place to belong to. And I've just gotten in the habit of trying to put things back that way. But I forget that I put things back now. I didn't used to. Used to be everywhere. Okay. I kind of want to do a few more. I need to pull the green out. Fun. There. Saturday mornings. Anyway. Oh my gosh. This is so fun. So fluffy. I hope you make one. It didn't take very much. Just throw everything at it. You can just, yeah, you can use like fabrics and doilies and ruffles, and I even did some like this so that you can, like, if you did a circle punch, you got some curved ones, so you can put a curved one in there. Let's see. I mean, I have all kinds of titles. I could have done That's All Folks if you're doing Bugs Bunny, Sean, if she's still in here. If you're doing like a cereal theme, I put decoder ring, and I also put in, this one's too big, but you can print it out smaller. I also put in a prize inside like that, and you feel free to cut anything apart, make it your own, and go grab yourself a printable if you have not already. So that right there. And if I were to do this again, I'd probably put multiple layers of this. I think that would be, which I still could, which I think I'm going to do, because I think that would be really cute. Oh, I put my scissors away. So we're going to make it just a little bit thinner. And then, like, you have to like literally stop me when I'm doing this, because I will go. Oh, I can just do that. I will go all day and make I just will keep adding and adding and, oh, we still have to do this thing. That's why I pulled the wax paper out. Oh my gosh, see, that's what happens when you don't take your ashwagandha. That's Jonna's brain when you don't have ashwagandha. Oh my goodness. All right. Well, I unplugged the glue gun, so there's that. Let's thinking. I'm just going to add it a little tilt. Oh, yes, 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 yes. Love that. Layer those in there. Layer those in. Okay. The little things that make me happy. Now we have to put the frosting on. And by that, I mean we're going to add some gold flecks. If you have glitter glue or stickles, I did not pull those out. So what I do is I just kind of fleck the gold on. You probably won't even be able to see this but in person, you would be shocked at how this adds the final, like, oh my gosh, it's like in the details. When somebody gets this in their journal, it will just be so cute. And I don't know if I told you this, but at the end of my series, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. And I haven't quite decided what it's going to be yet. If it's going to be a journal, I don't know. Okay. I don't know if you can even, if the camera will even pick up all that. I'm not really sure. It's just adds just a little bit of gold flecking to it. Super cute. I even did it down here on the paper. I even got it on my hand. Yeah. All right. So let's flip the camera around. Can you see this? So make it smaller. Get the little mini cupcake ones, because this on this journal would be pretty funny. Okay, that's even a little much for me, but but get the little mini cupcake journals, or just when we started out, remember we did that one little layer, make it out of that and put it on your small journal, which I'll probably make one. I'm going to make one for sure for my little small journal. So let's find a place for her. Let's put her, I kind of liked her up front. And tuck her in there. Is she going all the way down? Oh, it's because I did it the wrong way. I need to do the short one. There she goes. And I guess I should have waited for the gold stuff to dry. Oh, and I will be able to see. Did I glue that up too high? There. Yes, super cute. Okay, let's flip around. Oh, I wanted to put in my little TV too, my shaker TV. So let's do that really fast. I wanted to add, I'm going to do it with these. Do I have enough circles though? I really need to do 2 circles. I may have to come back and do this, guys, because I don't have enough circles punched out. So to be continued with this one. And actually, if I circle punch the chipboard, that would be really cute too. And then all I was going to do is I'm going to do a couple cute little things here, and I'm going to do it on the back. And then I'm just going to take my punch, or you could just cut a slit like a V. And if you have this, it'll hang in there. If you don't, then what you can do with this is you can just tuck it in a pocket and play. You can put a clear pocket here and glue it on and then take it out and shake it, or you can just do the one side and not do the double side. But oh my gosh, the double side is just like calling my name right now. Love it. Okay, so that's to be continued. You will see it in here next week after I punch this out. Whoops. The Heidi Swap Gold. Let's see. Can you still get it? I don't know if you can get it. Probably, maybe somebody's selling it. I don't know. I love it too. Fortunately, I had bought 2 of these, so this is all I have left of the one, and I just love it. So, but you could make your own if you got some gold mica, and make your own. You know who else may have it is they make Flat Fabio. Oh, who is the company? that who does anybody know if they make the sprays, but you actually just get it in a powder form and you have to add water to it. And oh man, I have a whole stack of them in my let me see if I've got them in my door or if they're I think they might be in a bin. Um, they're called now I do know that Tim Holtz makes one in gold. He does do the distress. Let me see. It's called a mica stain, and he does have it. So it's called mica stain, and it has this. So you might want to look for that. And there is gold, bronze, all different colors. And the mica stain is very similar. Okay, so hopefully that helped you. Let's go back to the camera and let me switch my camera. Yay! So did we have fun this morning talking about all things, doing the trivia? This one took a little bit longer, I know, than I'm normally in here because we did some pretty detailed little ephemera, but it was fun and I'm super happy with how the shaker TV. I hope you try this one. I hope you go and get a printable or take one. You can take a TV right out of a magazine and do the same thing. Vintage magazines have all kinds of vintage, especially if you haven't thought about it, but the which you can find everywhere now. Oh shoot, it's National Geographic. They actually have a lot of television ads in their line, and so you can just cut one out of there. I've done that before and it's a lot of fun. Put your favorite cartoon or your favorite TV show in there. And yeah, this is my journal so far. I'm glad you're going on this journey with me. We are definitely going to do some more top game because this is not enough for me, so maybe we'll work on our top game next week. I have some really cute ideas. I love making different kinds of bookmarks and stuff. So if you have a laminator or you have self-laminating sheets, get those. I look forward to the printable next week. Is going to be so much fun. And then we are going to do a watch party. I'm going to say probably for like back to school. So first week of August, we'll do a watch party. So get your cute PJs out or wash the ones that you have. And we will do a cartoon watch party because I have a really fun video that I found and I would love to have a watch party so we can talk about it while it's going on. So it's not that you can see anybody in it. However, you'll be able to see the screen so we can all start it at the same time, but you won't see the whole screen. I'll have to blot out some of it for copyright reasons. So, and then you'll have the sound on your own computer or device, and we will just sit and have a watch party and talk about it. It'd be so much fun. I've done it at camps before, online camps before, and it sounds really hokey, but when you're watching it with your friends and you're reminiscing and things are nostalgic and people see things in a different way, it is a lot of fun. So we are going to do a watch party. Look for that in the beginning of August. And I'm also going to do a little plug. I believe we only have one spot left for the Georgia retreat. So if you are in the Georgia area or you're willing to travel, you want to go I'll leave the link in the description below. I think there's one more spot available. I know Hope Crafts is going, Khadijah is going to be there, and myself, Angela the Traveling Crafter, and Hazel, Naka Designs, and we are just going to have a blast. we've planned an awesome weekend. We're going to be doing thrifting. We've already gone into the town and area towns and done like research work for you guys. And then we also checked out some restaurants. We have some really good recommendations. We're going to have classes. I'm going to be teaching a class probably that you guys don't do at home, but it's something that we will be able to do there. And I love teaching this class. And so that'll be fun. It's going to be a technique. And then we're also going to, at the end of the weekend, it's going to be an ongoing project that I create. And you'll be able to just join in. And then the other creators that are coming are going to make parts of it, parts and pieces of it too. And so it'll all come together. So you'll have a nice little keepsake at the end. And then because there's a great crafting space. And then we are going to the Apple Festival in the morning on Saturday morning. They've got a flea market, craft, what do you call it? Craft fair. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So if you're not doing anything in October, isn't this terrible? It's the 18th and the weekend of the 18th, I think. I don't have any paperwork with me and my mind is escaping me because I'm hungry. And so anyway, I will leave the detail where you can click the link to go. Oh, Julie, you're going to join me. Did you put in to the chat? Thanks, Julie, hon. Aw, thanks, Susie. So did you put in the chat if you're close to where the Rose Bowl happens? Because, and are you far from where the Rose Bowl happens? It's on my bucket list. Do they even do the Rose Bowl flea market anymore? I would love to go to do the Rose Bowl flea market. And if that's the case, oh my gosh, let's just plan a little side retreat. And that would be so much fun. And we could just like stay at a hotel or a campground because you guys camp, right? And anyway, that would be fun. So I may come to you and you may not have to travel. We'll see. At least near you, a place near you. Anyway, I did, this is an old Jetson comic strip. That's what's on the front of that. And then I was thinking about self-laminating. I thought about doing that first because I did put it on some heavy duty chipboard as my cover, and the edge was to protect the edge. I did put the Jetsons fabric on the edge because this was a really old Jetson comic book and it had seen better days. So I did do that. But anyway, it's going to be fun. We're going to be making this all nice and big and fluffy with all the projects. We're going to do some fun tab ideas that I have, and we will do we'll make some dividers because I kind of want to do, well, we're going to do some pocket pages. So I'll show you how to add in pocket pages to a disc bound. If you don't have a disc bound, you could do a ring bound. But the main objective of this project, which I'm going to show you another cover that I'm working on right now. That'll happen probably in 2 weeks. You'll see another cover idea for this project. I've got like 3 or 4 different covers projects using cereal boxes and comics and stuff like that. So yeah, anyway, what? Yes, you're super close to the Rose Bowl. Oh my goodness. And there's a really good one in Long Beach. So what's a good, where I'm not going to be like roasting, what's a good month to come in where I'm not like, where it's, I know the weather in California is always nice. However, people say that, but I am like a 60s, 70s temperature, not only the decades, but temperature wise, I like it. That temperature's perfect for me. I like to dress in layers, so I like it to be a little cooler at night. Oh my goodness. Girl trips, girl. I would love to meet you in person. Oh, so that'd be so much fun. Oh my gosh. Yes. Miriam, you should check it out. I'll put the link in the description box and today, maybe later on today or after I have some lunch. And then you can go in because, I only had oatmeal this morning, and I don't know about you, but oatmeal does not last. I need eggs and bacon and all the things, sausage, and I was so wanting that fry pan after I did my haul from Dollar Tree, and I saw I didn't see it when I was standing there. Well, I did pan it with my camera, but a lot of times when you're in there with your camera, you're not really kind of looking. And so my Dollar Tree haul, it was over on the side when I went back to edit my haul. I was like, oh man, I missed the eggs and the bacon. Or I mean, it wasn't eggs and bacon, it was eggs and sausage. But I saw Sean. Sean like watched my my video and she got it. So I was like, oh man, I need to go back. But anyway, that one was in Arkansas when I was there. So, okay, it's starting to warm up, maybe in the spring. Awesome. No, I did not do this journal on video, sadly. I did this one on my own, and because this is going to be my personal journal. But if you want me to show you how to do a disc bound journal, I can. This one I actually did fabric on the back, so it's got a nice fabric back. And yeah, so, but it's not that, it's very easy. This is just classic happy planner size, which is 9 1/4 high by 7 inches wide. And then you can go and get discs at any craft shop. They have these discs, and these are the classic size disc. I have a journal that is huge that I did the big, they're called extenders, and they come in a box or over in the planner section where the happy planners are, and they make them, they have Mickey Mouse in here if you're a Mickey Mouse fan. They've got all different things. These have hearts, and they have one, I wish they made ones with smiley faces, but these have hearts. And so I highly recommend, before, if you've never used a happy planner, I highly recommend ditching the plastic discs and getting the metal discs. They are a little bit more, but if you do your research online and stuff, you can find them with deals. But I highly recommend the metal ones, not the plastic. For some reason, the plastic, it doesn't flip, it doesn't flip nice. So I'm like a big, and I haven't done a flip through of this yet, and I will do a flip through. Maybe I'll do a short and do a flip through of it. I don't know. I don't know how to do an extended short. I need to do some research because I literally only get 15 seconds. So if you're wondering how come all my shorts are like short, it's because like are really short. It's because I haven't figured out how to change the length of a short. I know like you can get up to 3 minutes now, and I'm like, what? Why am I stuck at 15 seconds? So I've got to figure that one out. Anyway. Oh my gosh. Do you need a special hole punch? Okay, so here's the dealio. You can still use, okay, so We Are Memory Keepers does make a disc punch. So you can, and it is correctly spaced. So it has like this little like thing. So you just punch, move it, put this in the hole, and then punch, move it. And I used this when I did this one because I had several layers. I had cardstock, chipboard, and another cardstock. So it was really thick. This one's really thick. I think it actually was like book board. And so anyway, so I did use this one for that. And then I literally punched one, moved it. You put the one you just punched, and you put it there, and then you punch again. Same way, kind of like with a cinch. So you just kind of go down your paper and put the holes in. Is that a little bit tedious? Yes. Now, a little hack is that if you use a circle punch, and if you've got planner punches, that works too. So all my planner stuff's in my bedroom. Sorry, I don't keep it in my craft room. But if you punch a hole, let me show you. if you don't have, now I have a Levenger punch. It is heavy duty, very large, but I was a serious planner girl. So I paid, this is from an Office Supply. It weighs a ton and but it does like huge sizes and it goes through the chipboard and the plastic cutting mats from the Dollar Tree. It does go through all that. I don't recommend the Happy Planner punch. You will ruin it. And so that goes back in there. And anyway, if you take your hole punch and you have your cardstock, if you just punch not too far away, and this is where a planner punch where it's got 6 comes in handy, because you can, I've done this before, done 6 and only put in, these are removable. They're just a little disc and they are removable, and you can just put in like 3 and 3. You don't need this many. So if you have a 6-hole planner punch, you can use that. And then so once you have the holes, then you take your scissors and you're just going to cut a tiny little V, and this will work. I have done it in a pinch. And then all you do is press it on. So you would do it for, okay, Tweety, seriously. Okay, you would do it for all your, oops, all your little thingies here. And then that's a little hack, okay? So it's the same thing. It still works. If I did more of them, you would see, but it still works fine. Okay, so that's a little hack in case you want to use the discs and you don't have a disc bound punch. If you're gonna do that and you want to use the cutting mats from the Dollar Tree, you're gonna want to use like a power punch for sure. So a crocodile or anything that is considered like a power punch, something that's a heavy duty punch. You don't want to use just your cheap Dollar Tree, sorry Joanne, cheap Dollar Tree punch. It'll make one hole and then it'll be shot. So anyway, that is it. If you want to see me make this journal, make a journal, I can do a mini one. In fact, I've been thinking about doing the Happy Planner Skinny because I thought that would be fun. So if you want to see me do that, I will be very happy to show you. The reason why I want to do a skinny is because when I did this journal, because it's 7 inches wide, I was left with all this 5-inch. Now I can cut this down and add in pages, which I think is fun, and I've done it in here where I added, let's see. Oh, plus Happy Planner makes these sticker things. This is actually made by Happy Planner, and you can put your sticker sheets in here. And this was a sticker sheet that I found in a vintage Hanna-Barbera coloring book, and it was in the center. It had the stickers, so they weren't, I did not use these. Some little child used them. But anyway, so you can get those. They do make the inserts. This is going to be, we're going to be doing this for next week. Shh, don't tell anybody. And a quick little look. Let me show you. So I added in, oh, here we go. So I love this because you can add in shorter pages. And the good thing about it is that I don't necessarily journal chronologically at all. Sometimes I will, but if it's like a diary of like a diary from a trip, I will, but I don't do chronological. And so the good thing about this is that you can just watch. You just pull it down and then you just pop it. It pops in super easy. You just move it wherever you want it and pop it back in. So you just pop it right back in, and you can just keep doing that. So all you want. And then, oops, this one. Oh, the other thing that's fun about this is that, say, okay, this one, for instance, I wanted more journaling spot. Journaling Did I glue this? Oh no, that's right. I did it, not this one. Sorry, I just pulled it away from my from my breakfast. My breakfast one. I think I did it with the pink page. Anyway, the cool thing is that you can leave this on the fold. You punch on the non-fold, and then you can open it up and you can journal inside. And no one can see it. So that's kind of fun. This was a game on the back of a Life cereal box. Those are fun to add. So if you have any, you don't have to get the kids cereal to for them to put games on the back. I don't think because Life cereal, I guess Mikey was a kid back in the day, but I love Life cereal. It's lightly sweetened. It just takes me back. So I loved Life cereal. Anyway, this was a fun. It was called Lake Day Detective, and then you could collect these things. I guess you can cut them out. I did not. I left it intact, but I have not played this game. So, and then yeah. Anybody remember that Wild World of Disney that used to be on where they played like Disney movies on Sunday nights? That was always fun. I added kinds of book pages that had to do with television. Okay, so here's one. I added the red, white, and blue in. Oh, the other thing is you can also hinge it. So you just fold it. You fold it, punch it, and then when you put it in, you can access the inside. Ah, don't look at that. Those are the answers. So don't you look. Anyway, it's fun. And then we'll do some I haven't done any of the pocket pages. I just put this together. I haven't really played in it yet. And so I added some pocket pages in just by putting washi tape over where the holes were. And then we will do some pocket page play. We will definitely be doing some of that. So anyway, that is the journal. What's everybody saying? I know, Susie, right? Hanna-Barbera stickers. Yes. Oh, okay. I will do a flip through. So I'll definitely do a flip through. And we will make, you know what? We'll make a small, skinny one, and I'll show you how I do it. Because you also, when you use the cutting mat, so the cutting mat you'll need if you want to do this cover. If you don't want to do the cover, I love it because I'm using something that's old and vintagey, and so and you can still see it through it. I love it because I can still see. And this side shiny, I do the dull side on the front, but you don't have to. You can do it the other way, and it's a little more clear. Uh, so, but you don't have to have the cutting mat if you don't have a Dollar Tree. But since everybody's joining in on Jessica Paper Terrace Dollar Tree Challenge, go get yourself some cutting mats. And you know what? Buy a couple packs because I know you're gonna love making these journals. I know you'll love it. Once you start playing in this, it's so much fun. Okay, so what I was going to show you was the Dollar Tree mats. Hold on one second. I'll get them. They're over in the kitchen aisle. And you can also buy them online. Did you know Dollar Tree had an online site? So you can also get them from there. It's called a chopping mat. Go ahead and screenshot that if you want. These are really large. They're 11 by 14. So for this, because it's 7 by, and I make mine a little bit bigger because I want my whole cover to be covered, because the Happy Planner Classic is 7 by 9 1/4, so it's 7 wide. Because I make them a little bit bigger, I need a whole pack. So you get 2 in here, and then you will just cut it. I round my corners. They do have rounded corners already, but if you're going to cut it and make it shorter, I got to look up what the skinny size is. I'm not really the skinny size as far as the Happy Planner. This one is classic, so it's 9 1/4 by 7 wide, and that's the classic. So if you use the Happy Planner calendar, you you can pop that right into your little journal here. All right. That's it, guys. That's all I have today. Go grab your printables if you haven't already, if you joined us a little late. And I will leave the printables up. It was so funny because last week I totally forgot to take them down out of the shop. But I'll leave the printables up for like an hour. Oh my gosh, I haven't a big giant ant on my camera. Where did he come from? How did he get in here? He's like massive. Look at this thing. Where is he? It's like Adam Ant. Let me see if I can't get him. I need to take him outside. Ah! I gotta dump him outside. I don't know where did he come from? Okay, living on the lake, always an adventure. And I get my house sprayed. Maybe it's because he smells the cereal in here. I have no idea. Although I don't have any cereal in here, so maybe it's the banana hand cream that I'm using. He likes the banana hand cream, or maybe he thinks that because my scrapbook paper has like cereal on it. Don't know. He's freaking me out. But I don't think he's like a food eater ant. It looks like just a big giant weird ant, but he's very large. Oh my gosh. He's probably the length of like a Fruit Loop. All right. I'm out of here, guys. I will see you later. I don't see him anymore. Oh my gosh. Okay. I got to go find him. I'll talk to you guys later. See you next week, 10 o'clock. Bye.